coming up on 8:24. Wally Buono is in the BT studios. We're ready for game day tomorrow. It's the Winnipeg Blue Bombers in town. But before we get to the football, X's and O's, let's talk about the Order of Canada a little more. You were mentioning it before the break. You've been given this honor. You're such a humble man. You're
no, I'm not humble.
It's just I'm a coach of a football team.
Yeah, and that's the truth, though. And you know, when you go there and then you hear all these individuals and what they've accomplished, both for Canada and then for humanity, and then they talk about a person who's won a few games.
But inspired so many. You have inspired so many young men and women to play and enjoy the Canadian football game.
Well, you know what, and that's what I took out of it. It wasn't so much what I did, but I feel what the CFL has done. You know, the CFL has been around for, I think this is the 103rd Grey Cup coming up. So we've been around for 103 years. And then when you look at what it's done for, you know, the communities and the provinces and then the country and then individuals. You know, how many young men and women have aspired to be something in sports and have given them a direction, whereas maybe if that wasn't available, they would, you know, be in a tough situation.
And you know, the great story behind sport, as you talk about individuals, is that opportunity to step up in times of adversity. And Jonathan Jennings has shown great composure with the injuries the Lions have faced. Tell us about this guy. I mean, because, you know, the Lions beating the Roughriders last week. He's stepping up in a major way for the team. What is it that you like about him and how he's a leader on the field?
Well, you know, he showed composure during training camp. You know, when Travis wasn't able to, you know, partake in much of the preseason, for him to be thrown out there to lead the club, you know, you could just see the composure. And you know, when you look for quarterbacks, you look for part of the it factor. And one of the it factors is the ability to be composed under a tremendous amount of pressure. Not only, you know, you have guys trying to kill you.
There's that.
Yeah, you know, now you have to be able to execute, you know, an offensive game plan, you know, within fractions of seconds. And, you know, for a 23-year-old guy to show that composure, you know, obviously, you know, we needed a spark. At this point, Jonathan's given us that.
And a spark on a game as key as, I mean, they're all important games, but when the Roughriders come to town, it's almost a little bit of home gamey for them. They bring their green nation big time, so there's pressure to that as well.
Well, no, that's true. You know, you always want your home to be, you know, where you rule, and you know, obviously it was a great game, and it was great for the fans. You know, we haven't been as entertaining maybe the last year or so that we have liked. You know, last week it showed again, you know, the right game plan, and having the right quarterback, a lot of things can happen.
And what do you suggest to these players on the field to continue the momentum they've got now with the win? You've got the Blue Bombers coming in on Saturday night to maintain that consistency and keep moving forward in the direction we're seeing.
Well, like any professional sports, a lot of it is just confidence. You know, once that confidence starts to build, big things happen. You know, first of all, you know, confidence gives guys a stronger belief in what they're doing. And, you know, when the mind is positive, you know, and again, Jonathan is an athlete. If he doesn't always do it with his arm, he's doing it with his legs. And a quarterback with those attributes is always very dangerous.
That was so fun to watch, that game right there. It was so fun. And I got to give kudos. We give kudos following the BC Lions on Facebook and Twitter, social media, and the behind-the-scenes access that we get to your players. And there seems to be great chemistry. You talk about, you know, that entertainment factor. There's been some change. But it's fun to sort of feel like part of the fabric, and so many dedicated fans renewing their season tickets right now. Well,
again, you know, that's been going well, and you know, again, a football club has to give its fans hope, and you know, hopefully the last couple of weeks. You know, and especially last week, seeing the young players really step up for us. Then again, our veteran players have to step up for us too. Andrew Harris and, you know, those kind of guys, Manny Arsenault, you know, they're the guys that everybody's counting on to be big play.
Timeline for Lule to come back?
Well, no, he's actually dressing this week.
Oh, is he?
You know, he's had a good 2 weeks of practice, you know, so, you know, we're encouraged by that too, because at the end of it, we're going to need 44-plus players to get back into the playoffs.
And we get to see our players on the field tomorrow night, BC Place. It's going to be busy downtown Saturday at 7 p.m. Get out there loud and proud. Hear our Lions roar. Wally, congratulations again on the honor. Next time in the BT kitchen, cooking up something great. We are your big chef.
We're working on it.
You're such a foodie.
Oh, yeah, definitely food. Love food.
All the best to the family.